Howdy folks, it's earlier and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are going to continue following the Formula 1 calendar. Those of you who don't watch every video, we are following the Formula 1 2023 season. We're going from track to track via IFR flight, and then we're doing we are going from, let's say, circuit to circuit via IFR flight, and then we're using VFR to check out the city and the tracks of every stop on the calendar. So next up is Barcelona, Spain. We've just had Monaco over the weekend, and somebody won. I won't tell you who. Unfortunately, it wasn't Nick DeVries or Logan Sargent, but I won't tell you who won in case you need to watch it still. But we're going from Monaco to Barcelona, and then that's this coming weekend, assuming I get this edited before the race. I actually cannot watch the race this weekend because I'm going to be getting a dog, and I'll tell you more about that when we do a flight in the simulator to where I'm getting the dog. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe so you know when that video drops. But that won't be for another week yet, because I'm not going to make the video until after we get the dog, so I can talk about it during the video. But today, focusing on Spain. I normally don't show you the flight plan screen, but today I wanted to, just because we could. Flight conditions, real traffic, everything. I set it to about 5:47 p.m., so we'll have an evening flight, maybe even dark by the time we get to Barcelona. I do not do enough night flying. For some reason, I'm scared of night flying because you can't see anything. But in reality, it's easier because the airport's easier to spot and everything. So I don't know why I'm scared to fly at night. I don't know. So we'll have an evening flight into the... Oh, gosh, I don't want that. Stop. Thank you. Evening flight into the night in the King Air 350i. We used to fly this a lot when the simulator was new. This was my favorite airplane. But it's been so long since I've flown it. I haven't flown it since the last time I've flown it. So we're going to try it today. Expect some hiccups and yeah, some hiccups because I have to get used to it, and it's been significantly updated since I've last flown it. So we'll do the best we can. So we're starting at Nice. See, if you try to move this map and you click on where there's an airplane, like a real life airplane, it won't move. So you gotta be very careful. Oh, come on, thank you. Oh my gosh, work please. There we go. Starting at Nice. What the heck? Why is this giving me so many problems and moving this map around? Nice, which is right next to Monaco, and that's why we're using it. In fact, some people consider Monaco the French race. So starting in Nice, and then we're going to end up in Barcelona. Low altitude, about 25,000 feet, I think. Yeah, 25,000 feet. We're starting, well, we're going to, start at a parking spot. Take off runway 4. That's favors the wind, even though it's going to be a perfect 90-degree crosswind. Runway 4, come out, follow this departure. You pull, whatever that one. Whatever, April 7A, come around. Come on. Why is this being just, this map doesn't, it's so weird. It's not responding every time, including the mouse wheel. Come around here. We get to see a bunch of ocean. It's going to be a very unexciting flight, although it looks like there might be some weather, so maybe some clouds. I don't know. Fly, 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 and then Barcelona. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can either leave it all automatic, and then ATC will give you the transition and the arrival. And then you put in the Garmin, and then that's how you land. Hopefully autopilot will follow it. Or you can actually choose your transition and arrival now, and autopilot will use that, usually. It'll use that in the ATC instructions or whatever. So that's two ways of doing the same thing. It doesn't work, oh, come on. It doesn't work 100% both ways. So sometimes you'll do this direct thing and it gives you the craziest approach. So it makes you do some weird stuff and add some time. You just kind of have to ignore it. Or sometimes you tell it how you want it to be and it tells you something else anyway. So two ways of doing it. Today we're going to leave it automatic. We'll see what ATC does. And that is the flight plan for this flight. Again, normally I don't show this, but I probably should show it. Maybe I'll start showing it half the time. Right? Because this is important. I do have a video that's extremely popular that tells you how to do all this. All the 5 different ways you can do this. So check that on the channel. Otherwise, that's our flight plan for this flight. I think I have everything. I think. Not sure. Anyway, let's start it and see what I forgot. One thing I noticed though is that it didn't tell us the distance and time this flight would take, which is weird because normally it tells you the distance and all that stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, Nice Airport, we looked at this before in the previous videos, but we'll look at it again very briefly. Handmade aircraft for one of the updates, of course. And looking out towards the west, southwest, or south-southwest, I guess, which is where we're going to be going. Checking out Nice one last time. Looking beautiful. The mountains, Monaco's right around that peninsula that sticks out. And then Corsica? Corsica's out there, I think that's what it is. I don't know, their frame rate's weird. Actually, yes, they do. Because it's a handcrafted airport. As soon as our wheels leave the ground, everything will be fine, I promise. So let's review our presets. Let's see, we've got seating position, IFR, switches. What's this one? Why do we have that? Cabin alt, maybe? Not sure why I have that preset, but maybe we need it for something. I don't know. Center stuff. Yeah, there we go. Copilot, sheet ahead, more switches above, and autopilot. I guess that's good. That takes care of everything. Okay, and looking out the window. We don't have anything to look out this window though. That's fine. I missed the extra presets that X-Plane had. Ooh, does this do something? It does. What is that? I'm just curious now that we're here. Oh, ELT, duh. Okay. Okie dokie. Checklist, let's go. What do we got going on here? Confirm the rudders work. They do. Parking brake set. We've been having issues where parking brake hasn't been set in previous flights. External power on. Do you think I'm going to remember all this stuff is? I hope I don't struggle too much. It is a Beechcraft though, so it should be all pretty similar to other Beechcraft. Okay, dinging at us. Where do I push? Whoop, whoop, no, here. Thank you. External power master panel lights on. That has to be up here, and it is. There we go. Ooh, I can play with all this as it gets dark, because it should be getting dark, right? Where's the sun? That's not evening. Well, maybe by the time we get there, it'll be evening. Hopefully, it'll be fun to fly this in the dark. Tail flood on. Those must be down here. Tail flood light. Where are you? I can barely see this with my eyes. I don't see a tail flood light. There it is, right there. Come on. Tail flood light on. Fuel and passengers. Again, it didn't tell me the distance and it didn't tell me the time, so I don't know if this is enough fuel. So let's get a little higher. I'm sure this is way more than we need, but there we go. Let's see here. Put me at about 216, please. My co-pilot will be my buddy who moved to Florida. Let's get him in there. And let's see. Let's bring our kids. I'll bring my 14-year-old. I don't know what he is. And I'll bring my 12-year-old. And we'll bring his oldest. No, let's bring his youngest. What's his youngest? How old is his youngest? Let's just do that. And let's bring his second youngest. There we go. 2 kids, 2 adults. And payload. I'm not worried about payload. Where's the... I don't know. 2 kids from each adult. There we go. 4 kids, 2 adults. And payload just has that. Okay. There's no like place for luggage and cargo. I guess we're just not going to bring any luggage. Okay, let's see. What do we got after that? Battery on. Must be over here somewhere. Battery bus. I'm moving my switch, trying to get closer here. There we go. Battery on. Jeez, can barely see that. Recog on. Okie dokie. Check fuel levels. We just did, and fuel and passengers. Strobe light on. Right there. We go. And auto igniters to arm. Think I can find those? Ignition and engine start. That's not auto ignite here. Ignition auto igniters on. Start right engine. Conditioners at 12%. Engine start off. Okay, so right start on. And we'll come over here. How come my avionics aren't on yet? Oh, never mind. I'm going to look right here. Ignition. I don't see anything happening. Oh, my conditioners didn't go up. No, yeah, they did. They're over here. This is this. This is that. Those are my conditioners. It's running. Where's my engine information? Oh, there it is. There we go. I knew it was there, but it wasn't moving. But now it is. Cool. Okay. I'll just ask him out with avionics, but it's too early to turn avionics on. Again, my checklist was made before this was updated, so it's going to be a few hiccups, like I said. Repeat for left engine. On. Let's see what happens if this changes here or anything. Okay, there it is. N1. Yeah, it's the type of thing where you wait till it gets to 12 and then you put conditioners up. But I already did, because I've got one conditioner on my yoke for both. Remember, you say that all the time with the B1900 and X-Plane. There we go. All right, turn the generators off and generators on. There we go. Auto igniters off. Okay. Avionics can come on down. That'll fix a lot of things. And external power off, which I can't see from here. And things should stay running. And now it's what I was used to look. Come on. Come on. There we go. Jeez. Now it's what I'm used to looking at. A bunch of warnings. We'll figure those out in a minute. Starter, ignition, pitot heat. I know battery amps. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Flight plan. We already talked about it. And it's... Okay, cool. And it's in the GPS, obviously. And we'll do this for taxi. And yeah, it's in this thing. So I thought this had a Garmin in it for my flight plan. I guess not. I just have to do something on here. I don't know. I guess I'm confusing this with the TBD or whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't see any GPS stuff in here to do. Alright, I have autopilot altitude and setup, but we can't till we do IFR plans. So I got to make some changes in my checklist. This checklist is not good anymore. So let's see, what should we do next? Well, first of all, we need to get our ATIS, which is here.
Nice airport information. Charlie 1400 Zulu. Wind 117 at tree. Visibility 6. Sky condition. Few clouds at 4,800 feet. Few clouds at 13,900 feet. Temperature 25. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.904. ILS runway 4 left and ILS runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Charlie.
We have Charlie, and we read back, not read back, read back the instructions. All right, let's get our IFR clearance, and we'll set up autopilot.
Nice Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 IFR to Barcelona, ready to copy.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is cleared to Barcelona Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 120.85 squawk tree 741.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 cleared to Barcelona Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 120.85 squawk tree 741.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 readback is correct. Contact ground on 118.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Oh, here we go. You just push it. Okay, I'm like, how do I get this to say GPS? You just push stuff. Oh, there's our timer too. Oh, this is cool. Oh, interesting. Okay, there's stuff you can do in here. Perhaps. How do I get rid of this now? There we go. Well, no, looks like you can only touch that. Okay, so anyway, we have our altimeter set. We have 9,000 feet on the thingamabobber. Flight director is on. We're going to use nav for GPS. And we use vertical speed. Let's do like, I don't know, 1,300 feet per minute because we can. Does this have VNav and stuff? It does. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how to get this to work for us so we can do GPS-y things. Huh. I don't know how to get this to show the wind either. Okay, this is much more watered down than I remember. I don't know why. But that's okay. We'll get through it. We'll do it a little watered down version then. Alright, let's see. IFR clearance. We got it. We did the autopilot setup. And we made sure the HSI shows FMS or the GPS. And we have nav on the autopilot. Okay, cool. Cabin pressure between the seats. That's what this was. Okay. Cabin alt 9,000. What's our cruise going to be? 25,000. So I think you want to go 2,000 more. I can't remember how this works. It's been a long time since I've done cabin pressure. Cabin alt. Okay, nothing there. A little bit there. Okay, whatever. So we want this to point at 27,000, I think. So there's 25, 26, 27. I'm looking at the inner one. Okie dokie. What else after that? Engine anti-ice is all here. Auto, prop, fuel vent. Oh, all we can do is that. That's it. Surface de-ice off or manual. Okay, pitot heat, yeah. Not much we can do there. Stall warning, that's always on. Okay, whatever. Get ready to taxi here. Taxi lights on. They must be down here. They are. Props forward. Really? I guess, oh yeah, on this one, I guess you are going to have props forward. I don't think the taxi thing is modeled in this like it was the Beechcraft or the B1900 in X-Plane. Flaps down 1 notch. What do we get? 2? We only get 2 flaps in this? 1, 2. Okay, flaps down a notch. And I lost all my stuff. When did that happen? Huh. I didn't even notice when that happened. What the heck? How am I supposed to do anything if I can't see anything? This is super confusing. I know there's bugs and stuff, but okay, so I turned off my whatchamacallit, my starters, and now everything is working again. So apparently I have to turn off my starters. I have auto igniters off. Oh, engine start off at 50. I just didn't read my checklist, but I found a bug in the process. So my checklist is a mess. I have to do a better job of reading it anyway. And then there's a bug where it killed my screens. Weird. Okie dokie, we're ready to taxi, I think. I think that's where we left off. Are my flaps down 1 notch still? Did that all work? Yeah, that all worked. Alrighty, whatever. Taxi IFR, here we go.
Nice ground turtle soup Tango 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 41 with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
Turtle soup Tango 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 41 taxi 2 and hold short of runway for left using taxiway. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Taxiing, hold short runway 4 left using taxiway turtle soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, pretty straightforward. I selected this parking spot on purpose so that I could what could I do? So I could taxi less. We're gonna use reversers, which sometimes they do, not usually, but sometimes. So we're not being completely unrealistic. Just be careful of those brakes, you don't strike the tail. There we go. Alrighty. Now why are we going so fast with throttles back all the way? Let me bring these props back. Nope, it's still going fast. Okay, this thing just wants to move apparently. It's more excited to get going than we are. Weird. Yeah, throttles are back. I tried props forward and back, and it's still going really fast all by itself. Anyway, we got that big plane out there we're going to follow. Looks like 747 because that's 4 engines, eh? And, geez. I did have to stop a few times during setting this up, so I've already been at this for over an hour and a half. It's only been like 25 minutes for you. What the heck? Parking brake, please. Jeez, this thing will not stop going. Alright, here we go. What do we want? End of runway. Flaps down. Confirm. We did. Beacon and nav lights. Nav lights. Beacon light. Taxi lights off. Landing lights on. Set the heading bug in case there's a problem with autopilot. We can at least follow the heading. There you go. That's a safety thing that I don't normally do in the other aircraft, but I do in this one apparently. What else? Set the timer, which we'll do in a second. Condition props forward. Alrighty, we need to request takeoff, but we are talking over people, so let's just enjoy this.
Nice Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 at runway 4 left, ready for departure IFR to Barcelona.
Taxiing to gate 12 Charlie via taxiway cross runway 22 right, Corsica 204.
There they go.
Turtle Soup Tango
Watching them
Tango
take
Tango
off.
41 altimeter 29er.9
And we are cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff
Yep,
runway 4
thank
left.
you. Can I sneak in there? There we go. Quick.
Cleared
Okay,
for
good. We
takeoff
got it.
runway 4 left, Turtle
Just
Soup
watching that
Tango
plane
Tango
climb out.
Tango
It
41.
can already, it's like already over Monaco. Alrighty, what are we going to do? We're going to get a few things ready here before we head out onto the runway. We're going to back this out a little.
Scandinavian 1828, ready to
Why
call
aren't
the
you
IFR
working?
clearance to Arlanda.
Is our
Scandinavian
thing broken?
1828 is cleared to
Oh
Arlanda
man,
Airport as filed.
that's not good.
Takeoff runway 4 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.18 squawk 7475.
There you go. The click spots are in the wrong spot now. They're like off a little bit. Anyway, that's our departure. And we're all set, right? What do we got? Conditions are props forward, and they are already. And set the timer, and let's go. Alright, here we go. Timer. Start. And let's go. Do a little turn and burn here. Wow, this thing barely touched the throttle, and it goes nuts. Holy cow. Why am I even touching the throttle? Now we are. I feel like I want to sit higher, but maybe we can't. We'll check that out in a second. Ooh, that's right. This is definitely STOL. We're ready to rotate now. Oh, windy. Oh, windy. Wind. Brakes to stop the wheels. Gear coming up. Oh, man. This is windier than heck. Flaps coming up. How high are we? Yeah, we're already sitting pretty high up. Okay, fine. Excuse you. What the heck is going on with this thing? We'll engage autopilot in just a moment. I just want to fly this out by hand a little bit. Look out over Nice fronts. Beautiful. And let's make our turn. Still flying by hand. Climbing for 9,000 feet. And there's a handoff.
Going to 120.85 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
And I'm just distracted by looking out the window. Oh, sorry, we got to tune them in. I'm just like, this is too much fun.
Marseille Center Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is at 1,700 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 Marseille Center altimeter 29er.9er for continue to MN044 as planned.
Marseille Center Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Whoops, did I do the wrong one?
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 continue to MN044 turning and following heading 135 resume own navigation.
Continue to MN044 turning and following heading 135 proceed on course Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alrighty, let's engage autopilot. Where is it? Right there. And there you go. What did that say? AP on, while yaw damper on. We can just go like that. And it's gonna line us back up. And it said 29er, 9er, 9er, I thought. And there we are with Nice, France behind us, Monaco just under the wing.
Delta 149er.
And I'm just going to turn us now towards Barcelona. And that'll be that. So we'll do our cruise checklist in a moment after I've looked around with you. But I told you as soon as our wheels left the ground, the frame rates will be fine. After airports is some weird bug thing. I don't know. That's common knowledge. It's not a secret. Oh, there's Italy. Remember, we came from Imola and then to Monaco and now to Barcelona. After that, the next race is in Canada. I don't think I'm going to do a long haul from Barcelona to Canada. I did that to Australia and back, and that was enough. Although the next avionics update, I think, the 747 and 787 are supposed to work super well now. Not just a longitude, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I won't. Getting way ahead of myself. So let's hop back inside. And well, that's right. I gotta click on the right spot. Come on. So weird. Hop back inside. Make sure everything is okay. Do our cruise checklist. Gear flaps up. That was a long time ago. Confirm. Yes. Monitor things. That's what it says. Anti-engine, anti-ice off. Yeah, we can turn anti-ice off right now. Outside air temperature is above freezing, and we don't have any clouds, so we'll turn. Actually, no. We're going to keep it on. We're going to keep all of that on. Landing lanes off at 10K. We're not quite there yet. Icing is needed. Yep. Okay. Standard barometer 18,000 feet. And then we just monitor things in cruise. So we are not at cruise yet. So we're not going to go to just sightseeing yet. Much of that plane land right behind the wing. Actually take off, I think. And yeah, no land probably. As soon as we get to cruise though, I'll turn you loose to sightseeing. But in the meantime, we're just going to wait for our further instructions. Because, oh, there's Corsica. I think it's Corsica, right? There's the moon. And we'll wait for further instructions and then do what it tells us to do any second now. Flight level 18.
Climb and maintain flight level 180.
180.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Turtle soup tango.
Not going to be hard because that's not going to be hard. I know we're at 212 now, but we'll be fine. Flight level 180, so that's 18,000 feet. And we're below 210 knots. That's it. Let's just wait till further instructions. And then we'll head off to some sightseeing. I guess we do a little bit of sightseeing now as we climb out. There's one of the two big islands. And looking back on Monaco. And the mountains. And Nice, France. And continuing to the west until we get some further instructions. So I was trying to walk back here, but you can't. It's blocked off with an invisible force field, but that's okay. Passengers, they're cloaked apparently. Can't see them, but hopefully they're having a good time. 12,000 feet climbing for 18,000 feet. Just I was looking around outside a little bit because I can. And the only thing you know about France is around the corner here, which we can't quite see yet, but around the corner where it bends back right there is Montpellier. That is where my wife lived when she lived in France. I have her tell me tons of stories, which I've shared a few here. Most of them she won't want me to share. But that's all I know about France. Not much more than that. Oh, we're going to turn a little bit, follow the coast, and then any minute now we should be getting even further instructions. Yeah, we're just going to follow the coast around and then out to the open ocean. But further instructions any moment. And then we'll have some sightseeing until we get ready to land, which I'm getting ahead of myself because when I condense it in editing, it's not going to be terribly long for you. But for me, I've got a couple hours ahead of me, I would assume. Alrighty, 240. Here we go.
240 turtle soup tango 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 41.
240, and then we'll be on our way. Alrighty, we're almost at cruise. 24,000 feet. So for me, I'm just going to monitor things and wait until we get instructions for our descent. And we'll just follow the GPS in, because even if they give us a transition and approach, I don't know where to put it in here. So we're going to simplify things quite a bit, but we'll make it. Otherwise, it's only going to be a couple minutes for you. I'm not going to give you a bunch of sightseeing over the ocean, but some sightseeing for you. About an hour and a half, 2 hours for me, maybe. And that's all I got to say. So, see you all in a few minutes, and I'm just going to hang out and enjoy the sights with you, and whatever. See you in a little bit.
Austrian 435 flight level tree 60. Alberg 1820 climb and maintain flight level tree 60. Austrian 435 Marseille Center, continue to Lunik as planned. Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 Alberg 1820. Ryanair 46 tree 2 descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Marseille Center Ryanair tree 14 tree flight level tree 60. Ryanair tree 14 tree Marseille Center, continue to Dixer as planned.
Descend and maintain 2,100 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 20 approach. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, so we just got tons of instructions all at the same time. It said, do this, 90 miles, vectors, runway, visual runway 20, that's fine. Then it says descend, descend, descend. So now we're looking at 2,100 feet. What is going on here? 2,100, 2,100 feet, yeah. Descend, please. Come on, wants to push the button. And then, visual, which is great. So we're just going to let autopilot do the work as we descend and as we turn. Oops, right through it. Oop, there we go. 100 feet, bam. Fly straight in, runway 20. Should be pretty simple, I think. Just keep an eye on our speed so we don't overspeed as we come down steeply. Actually, that's not very steep at all, is it? They'll give us the weather. They'll give us the barometer. We'll turn landing lights on at 10 grand. Anti-ice is already on still. I think I left that on, and I did. So, much simpler than it seems, as long as you don't overspeed. Looks like we are gaining speed, so let's bring back throttles a little bit. You can tell by the predictive line. The purple one was up. It's still going up. There we go. Alright, we are going to go over land, it looks like, before we go back over water to land, the airplane. And that's it. Some more sightseeing. I'll keep an eye on things here, make sure we don't overspeed and blow up and stuff. But that's it. Super simple because we don't really have an approach plan or anything. It's just fly straight in. So see you in a bit.
Transavia 6512, contact Marseille Center on 120.75. Good day.
Alright, just checking in here. We're below 18,000 feet. Let's be on the barometer to change that. Need more instructions. But you wanted me to go down to 2,100 feet. We'll just keep it 2,100 feet. Because we're going to change it a bunch of times. I brought back throttles a lot. I'm going to bring back throttles even more so we can buy more time as we descend. We're also going to turn on landing lights now because we're below 10,000. So that is our approach checklist. We'll just do gear down and flaps down when appropriate. And then everything else is when we land. I also realized the timer is here too, by the way. I was watching it over here, but it's also here. It's only been an hour. I thought this was going to be like a 2-hour flight. I'm not sure what I was thinking. But as we come in to get our final approach stuff set up, let's hop outside and get a look. It looks beautiful as we enter Barcelona. The racetrack is over there, like above the, it's like we're over here. So in the next video, we'll take out from this airport, check out Barcelona as a VFR sort of, check out the racetrack, and then there are some airport options over here. That'll be the next video though. And then there'll be a break until we go to Canada with F1. And then we'll do a VFR there because I'm not planning on doing the long haul from Barcelona to Canada. But you never know. Never say never. So anyway, enjoying Barcelona, the moon. It is not an evening flight. The sun is not moving. The sun has not moved. So I don't know what happened. Literally that's where the sun was when we started. So I really don't. Whatever. I don't know. So we don't get an evening flight. So those of you who are excited about that, we'll have to do an evening flight another time. Although our VFR to the track will not be evening. But anyway, I'm watching this plane come in. We're going to have to go out to the right because runway 20 is this way. You can see the two parallel runways here. Runway 20 is actually like this. So we're going to have to make some changes as we approach. There we go. Look at that. Follow the leader. Conga line they call it on my airport. On my aviation group I'm in. There's Barcelona there. So anyway, we'll take over by hand very soon. Let's bring back throttles even more, buy some more time. And then we'll have to land it ourselves, obviously. Yep, runway is in sight. There we go. Coming up on downtown Barcelona. Getting ready to land, I guess. Alright, one super duper quick look outside. Then we're going to land on the runway, which I can see is right there. So we have a lot to do in like 2 miles, so we might have to divert a little bit here because I was too busy looking around and enjoying everything. So let's come over here, turn off autopilot, turn off the flight director, bring back throttles all the way. Gear can come down already. And see that plane? We're going to follow that plane in. And as soon as we get our speed down, we will get flaps down because we already have gear down. So, whoa, turbulence. But that's fun. That's all in the fun. Let's get first set of flaps down now. Just because, and let's keep an eye on that airplane so we know where the runway is, but my engine is in the way. I can't see anything. Whoa, there's the float we were looking for. Whew, okay, there we go. I think that's the runway. It has to be. It looks kind of under construction, doesn't it? Full flap now. I also raised my seat a little bit. I figure since I'm over 6'4" in real life, I might as well let myself be tall. Clear to land? What? Oh gosh, we have a long way to go. Oh dear, okay. I thought we were low enough already. We're coming down. Very uncomfortable. There's a runway rendered in. Very uncomfortable approach because I was too busy looking around and enjoying everything that I really wasn't paying attention. I wasn't really paying that much attention. It kind of came up on me much faster than I anticipated. So, hopefully we won't have to go around. We should be good. Gears down, flaps are down. Looking at the autogen is beautiful. Runway 20. We'll make it. Oh, look at the green spaces above the highway. They call them caps. They want to put a cap here on Highway 100 in Edina, Minnesota, but people are fighting against it. But whatever. I have no opinion. Alright, we're below. Clear to land?
Tango 41, you are 400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet altimeter, 29.904.
How am I going to land if I have to go
Climb
back up?
and maintain 2,000 feet. Turtle Soup Tango, Tango 41.
Just clear me to land. My approach was already embarrassing enough. Just clear me to land, please. I wonder if this is a modeled airport because the frame rates getting kind of goofy as we get closer. I know it's not my computer. It's just these airports sometimes. There you go.
Tango 41 airport is 3 miles at your 12 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude, report runway in sight.
That's not 3 miles. That's like 3 feet.
Maintain present
That
heading
is
and
not
altitude.
3
Turtle Soup
miles.
Tango 41.
Oh my goodness. Gear down, flaps down, everything. Barometer's correct, not that our altimeter, which doesn't matter at this point. We're going visual. Completely visual now. That's why we reported it in sight. Please clear me to land, because it'll get mad and say you are not cleared to land. Although we have no choice right now. This is going to be a beautiful VFR. So please subscribe so you know when the next video drops, since it'll be a VFR of this area. And hit the like button so other people know we exist. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on YouTube following the F1 calendar and flight sim. So the like button will tell people we exist, and we're totally going to get yelled at because we're not cleared to land. But we're landing anyway. Because we're the rogue turtle. We're the snapping turtle of the tall turtles. Not really, but here we go. Keep the lines between your legs, because it's always better when things are between your legs. That's how you can line it up. Because of perspective. Here we go.
Tango 41, please expedite your climb 2,000 feet.
Let's land. Come on, ground effects. Come on, wow, lots of wind. Oof. We're down. Can't even tell. There, I guess now we are. I thought we were before. Nose wheel down gently. And reverses because we have them, and brakes. Very nice. I think I was even centered too. Alrighty. Reversers off. We should have rolled it out, but we came to a complete stop. We're getting so much trouble because we were not cleared to land. Taxi view, flaps coming in. We'll just pull off here and then see if they give us anything to work with. They might not. They might be very upset with us right now. But we'll find out in a moment, won't we? Okay, looks like we're not getting... Oh, ground services maybe. Oh, here we go. Tune ground. They finally popped up to the parking.
Barcelona ground Turtle Soup Tango 41 taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango for 1 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway November Romeo 5 Echo 6 cross runway 06 left Echo 7 Golf November Sierra.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway November Romeo 5 Echo 6 cross runway 06 left Echo 7 Golf November Sierra Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
We're going to stop here a second just because it rolls away even with everything back. So we got landing lights off, taxi lights on, nav lights off, flaps are up. We stopped the timer, hour and 5 minutes, and now we're just going to see where it's going to put us, because sometimes it'll want you to park right here and it has you do all this crazy stuff just to get right here. So I'm actually going to see where it's putting us. Oh, it's not going to tell us everything because it only gives you some at a time. It stops right here. Well, hopefully we don't come back across. What do the instructions say? Cross runway. Okay, that's, well, it's probably not going to have us come back because it only said the runway once. But anywho,
Turtle Soup Tango
let's.
Tango Tango 41. Hold position caution. The departing generic.
Where?
Hold
Where?
position. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
He's way up there. We're not going to know. No, he's not a problem. He's not a problem. Man, we're gaining speed. Let me bring props back. We're just above feather, which would be taxi, and we're actually going faster, so whatever.
Tango Tango 41, continue taxi.
Roger Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Roger Dodger.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Hold position caution. The departing generic.
Hold position. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41, continue taxi.
Roger Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
I might wonder why I'm all over the place, and it's because oh my gosh, I have to ride the brakes. It is speeding me up with all throttles, no matter what position I put the props in. It's just doing whatever it wants. Hopefully we find a good parking spot up here. Where's it putting us? Other traffic. Just get out of my
Hold
way.
position. Turtle Soup Tango
Move.
Tango Tango 41.
Chase you down. Now it's Forza.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41, continue taxi.
Oh my gosh, this is
Roger Turtle
this is a
Soup Tango
hoot.
Tango Tango
Oh, we're gonna
41.
catch them. We're gonna catch them. We're doing 28 knots. Oh no! Oh, they'll ghost the airplanes, but they're not ghosting other traffic. That's pretty funny.
Ground, bowling 1881, request taxi to the gate. Bowling 1881, taxi to gate 87 via taxiway Kilo 5 Delta 1 cross runway 02 Delta 2 Delta 3 Delta 4 cross runway 06 left Delta 5 Tango Golf November Sierra Juliet November Bravo.
That was the best taxi instructions ever for whatever that was.
Taxiing to gate 87 using taxiway Kilo 5 Delta 1 cross runway 02
Man,
Delta
this is
2 Delta 3 Delta
tough.
4 cross runway
It goes
06
slow
left
and then
Delta
it
5 Tango Golf
stops.
November Sierra Juliet November Bravo bowling 1881.
This is so tough trying to make these turns because it's trying to go so fast, and then I'm riding the brakes, but then you come to a stop. Oh my word. This is something else, taxiing this thing. But anyway, the flight was great. This plane is much, much, much simpler than I thought it was. So maybe we'll use it again. Oh, let's check out the airplane up there leaving. A few hiccups though, you know, like I said, to expect, because it's been a long time since I've flown this thing. Come on, you can do it. There we go. But it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Hopefully you did too. Hopefully you'll subscribe. Hopefully hit the like button. Just pop in here and get our instructions. Stop. Jeez. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Anyway, yeah, hopefully hit the like button. Other people don't exist. Alright, let's shut this down first. Parking brake set, icing off. Off. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Everything off. Pitot heat off. Everything. That doesn't move apparently. That's already off, I think. Yep. All lights off. That takes care of these there and these as well. Okie dokie. Keep the tail flood on. Fine, we'll keep the tail flood on. The people know who we are. Avionics off. There we go. Props to feather. Conditioners cut off. Yep. External power. Whoa. Whoa. Excuse you. External power on. There we go. Both generators off, which are where? Here, and then battery off. I can just flip the thing. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, the crash part doesn't work. Okay. And there we go. And then if we want to get really dark, we turn off external power. If I can find the button, there we go. We're totally dark. Man, that was an interesting shutdown, but we made it. Let's go over here and check stuff out. Come on, you can do it. There we go, everybody. Out. Goodness gracious. All right, so like I said, a few hiccups just because it's been a long time since I've flown this. My checklist was somewhat out of date. I'll try to get that fixed. Whoops, I can't use those controls. And we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe and come back, because next we'll do Barcelona VFR to the racetrack, which is just over those hills. So it'll be quite a long VFR trip, but it'll be worth it. And then we'll land over there near those mountains somewhere. So stick around for that, but you only know if you're subscribed. The notifications turned on. I'm enjoying all that ground traffic. Beautiful. So anyway, that's it. If I keep talking, I'll be beating a dead horse, and no one wants to see that. So I'll see you next time.